Thank you for watching Uncovering Oklahoma with me, Sasha. For this next segment, we're visiting Groovy's, the ultimate disco music bar. So follow me as we uncover what's behind these doors. So Michael, you're the general manager here at Groovy's. Can you tell us a little bit more about this club?
I'll give you a little bit of the history of the club. The owner bought the club originally in 1975. He converted it to a disco. It used to be located in the Crosswinds apartment complex across the street from Barnes & Noble. We were located there until April of 2000, and that's when we moved over to this location. He bought this building and converted it, and we've been doing quite well here since then.
80s music, you can beat that. So
Yes, we've been a disco club since the very beginning. It actually opened when disco was popular the first time, and then we've been playing the same music since then.
can you tell us a little bit about what kind of people come to the club, or if they're first comers, what can they expect to find out here?
Well, that's one of the really fascinating parts about our club, is that our club really caters to everyone. And anytime you come here, it is one of the biggest cross sections of the population that you'll ever see. I mean, everybody from 21 to 70 years old is here having fun. People that were in their 70, were 21 in the 1970s when the club first opened, and they really like, disco music. Well, those people are older now, and they still really like the same kind of music. So we get a lot of that crowd in, and then a lot of the younger people really enjoy the type of music. That's one of the neat things, is that when people come here, is they always know all the words to all the songs.
I know, isn't that so strange? I myself come here quite often, and I catch myself dancing and singing along. Why do you think disco music will never die?
It's good, fun music. It comes out, you can dance to it, you can have fun, and it won't die. People said disco died. Well, it hasn't. It's alive and well here.
Before we started shooting the interview, I wanted to ask you about some of the strange stories. When you're a bartender and a general manager and you're running a club, you see a lot of things. So can you tell me a little bit?
Let me think
I'm
of
very curious.
Understood. Let me think of a story that I can tell that you guys can publish on the story.
The World Wide Web.
On the World Wide Web, yeah. Yeah, it won't come back on us.
I promise we won't mention
Yeah,
any names.
Any names, yeah.
We'll
Protect the innocent.
people.
Yeah, I understand. Let me think of a crazy story.
I know you guys get a lot of bachelorette parties here, and
We get tons of, kind of a funny story one time. We had a bachelorette party come into the club one time, and they came in early, and they asked if they could bring in a male stripper. And so we had about 25 or 30 ladies that are around on the dance floor, and they had a gentleman come in dressed in as a police officer. And he came in and he started carding the ladies, asking if they had their IDs on them. And he had me bring in a CD, and then at a certain time he looked back at me, we started the CD. So we have a gentleman that's standing in the middle of the dance floor with the young ladies on a chair, and they start playing Poison's Talk Dirty to me, and he whips off all of his clothes and everything, so he's basically standing pretty much naked in the middle of the dance floor. And two gentlemen walk in the door, and they walk in and they stop, and all they can see is this basically naked man standing in the middle of the dance floor, and they get this shocked look on their face, and and they walk slowly up to the bar and they go, "Has there been a format change here?" And I said, "No, it's a stripper for a for a bachelorette party." And I go, "Okay, that's a good deal." So he finished up and he left, and then the people started filing in after that. But it was kind of a funny situation.
that sounds like a wild night.
Yes.
Only here at Groovy's. I found Lauren and Jamie dancing on the dance floor here at Groovy's, so I grabbed them and took them outside to ask them a few quick questions. Why do you come to Groovy's?
Well, Groovy's is a great place to come and dance. Not very many places in Oklahoma City offer a venue for you to come and have serious dancing. Most places they get really crowded and people just on the dance floor drunk and bumping all into you. But Thursday nights is a good night because people just come because they love to dance. And we just come to have our self-expression of dance with no
Self-expression of dance. Jamie, you?
Yes, I come to Groovy's mainly because it has great music. It has great music that we can do a variety of dancing to. I know I practice salsa and some ballroom dancing, and I can do that here. and it's a good environment for that. And it's a nice central location.
Great. Well, thank you very much, guys, and I'll let you go in and keep dancing and burning that dance floor down. So, Michael, can you tell me how people can get here?
Yes, I can. We're located off of Northwest Expressway in May on Mosteller Avenue. And if you're coming, traveling west on Northwest Expressway, you take a right at the Sonic. When you get to the stop sign, you look to the left and you can see our neon sign out front. If you're coming off of May Avenue, when you get to United Founders Boulevard, you go west. When there's two banks on the corner, there's the IBC and the Bank of America. You go west into the stop sign. When you get to the stop sign, you're looking at the front of the club.
And what are the hours of operation?
We're open Wednesday night from 8 until 12. We're open Thursday night from 8 until close, which is, we turn on the lights about 1:30, and same with Friday and Saturday night. It's open from 8 until 2.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Oh, what a night. I had a great time here at Groovy. So you make sure you come and check it out for yourself. And I will let Ali show you the next place.